Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to mostly highlight with you one component here. In the market we're in, we're seeing a lot of you want to go back to the escalation clause that we talked about in one of the previous meetings. So I'm going to share with you, I've placed this escalation clause inside of TransactionDesk, and I want to show you how you can access it. Okay, so inside of TransactionDesk, when you are inside of a transaction, and when you're first writing an offer, this is when you would most likely input the escalation clause. Now, that's not to say you may not add it later, but let's say you're writing the offer and you're going to start with one, you're going to use the addendum form to purchase agreement. The reason you're going to do this is because the language is a little bit lengthy to make sure that it's covering your buyer's intentions as needed. And so we put it I would recommend you put it on a whole separate addendum. So you're going to just add the blank addendum to PA form. Okay, so you'll pull that up inside of your transaction. Okay, you see it's just the blank one here. What you'll end up doing is you're going to go ahead, you'll put your contract dates in, okay? And then what I want you to do is come down to the block here and put your cursor inside of the block. All you do is you just click on it, okay? Then I want you to come up and I want you to hit this clause button, all right? The square with kind of the pencil inside of it. When you click that clause button, I want you to come down and you can actually use the search tool and you can search escalation and you will see that the escalation clause is there. If you don't like to use the search feature, that is totally fine. If you click on Office Clauses, okay, then you'll see there's also a handful of other ones in here that we've added over the years. But since I've added this escalation clause because several of you have been asking for it. So we're going to click the little circle to select this clause, and we're going to hit OK. And then you'll see that the escalation clause language that we went through in our sales meeting and I recommend you use is auto-populated into the form. Now, a couple things to point out here. When this gets populated, you're going to want to come down and you're going to want to enter the escalation factor or the escalation value. Okay, so this is we agree to increase our purchase price by X dollars. Okay, and then you're going to want to come down, you're going to want to change out this blank line and you're going to want to put a cap in there, right? So not to go over X dollar amount of a sale price. Okay, so A, B, C, and D are all going to stay. Then I want you to come down and have this conversation with the increased procedure. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're only going to choose one of these bullet points. Okay, you're not going to submit all four. You need to delete three of them. You're going to choose the one that makes the most sense for you. Okay, and we've gone over these, so hopefully you remember them. You're going to choose these, and then what I want you to do is go ahead and you're going to delete out whichever one it is. So let's say I'm going to choose the second one here. So I'm going to delete out this content right here. Okay. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to delete the last two. So I only have one of the options selected for the escalation increase procedure. Okay, so you'll read through those and make sure you know which one is the one you want. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to show you that we put the whole escalation clause language underneath clauses, underneath the office, and the escalation clause language is there. You can select it and get ready to rock and roll. So happy selling, you guys. We'll see you soon.